I think Angelica Houston must have brought a lot of the same type of gleeful menace that she had from playing Morticia Adams into her role as the grand head witch in The Witches, and her performance is one of the many pleasures of this film. I have a DVD copy here. It's like a 4-movie package. He has The Witches here, but also Neverending Story, Secret Garden, and some movie, Five Children in It. I never heard of that, but Neverending Story, Secret Garden, Witches. It's a good triple feature there. This is a movie directed by Nicolas Roeg, and it's adapted from Roald Dahl's novel of the same title. Roald Dahl, of course, best known for screenwriting You Only Live Twice, the James Bond picture, and of course Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This is a fantasy film dealing with witches, needless to say. And the thing about witches in our pop culture, in literature and film, they're like open for more interpretation than even like something like vampires or werewolves, because there's always like a different take on witches. Like you immediately think witch, you kind of think of, well, I immediately think of, like, the Warner Brothers cartoons, like the green old hag with the broom that flies, goes, that type of witch. But as we've seen in like different interpretations, witches, they can be something like that. They can be the old hags, sure, that's a very popular interpretation, but they can be a normal person, basically. A normal person can decide to be a witch, and like maybe they worship Satan as a witch. Maybe they worship nature and mean no harm, things like that. A witch can be in the woods somewhere chasing 3 documentary makers. A witch can be, Bette Midler and her gang in Hocus Pocus. So this one, I would say, it probably takes a more traditional route with witches, but in a way that I think it kind of interprets it on its own terms and makes its own kind of basis for what a witch is in this particular type of universe. So it is kind of like a witch is a witch, not like a normal person. Something a little bit different, something a little bit supernatural, but kind of based sort of in the real world, at least this fantasy world. They have magic powers, of course, but they look sort of like normal women, but we find that most of them are like bald underneath and they wear wigs. They have squared off feet, so they wear the most plain shoes that you'll ever see. They have just a slight tinge of purple in their eyes, and most of all, they fucking hate kids. They hate them. They just want to eliminate all children, and basically it's described what dog do smells to you. That's how a child smells to a witch. So they just hate kids, and the basis of this movie is that there's a witch meeting in this hotel where it happens that the hero of our story, a little boy and his grandma, they're off in that hotel on vacation, and they happen to find out about this witch conference, and basically the head witch, played by Angelica Houston, she's developed this amazing new potion. She is going to revolutionize witchcraft, basically, because she's disappointed in all the witches. What a sad, sorry bunch of witches. This potion that she's going to basically give all of her witches money. They're going to buy candy shops all across United Kingdom, I guess, and they're going to put this potion in chocolates, and they're going to give away the chocolates for free, and this potion happens to turn children into little mice, and there go the kids. They can stomp on the kids, squash them, they go missing, they're done for, basically. So that's the grand evil plan. Not a bad plan, I guess, but they kind of test it, and they test it on these 2 kids, and one of the kids is the hero of the story. I forget his name, the kid with the glasses. And so basically 2 kids are stuck as mice. Only the grandma believes them. They're trying to stop the witches from doing this, basically. This is the premise of the movie. And there's, subplots with Rowan Atkinson is in the movie. He's the hotel manager, and he wants to make sure that everything's going smoothly, and it's kind of sitcomish there, and he's like having an affair with one of the maids and all that stuff. Like, so there's some amusing things for adults for this movie, like little side jokes like that. But definitely the hugest appeal is the special effects of the movie. Jim Henson Studios did the effects, and they're really good. Like, it's nothing overly elaborate. It's not like Ninja Turtles or anything like that. It's just two mice basically, and of course there's other effects that come in later, like the Grand Witch effects. But we have two mice that they're the voices of kids, and they're talking, they're acting like kids would talk. So there's a good blend of hey, that's a real mouse on screen, and then they're like, oh yeah, they cut to the puppet, things like that. So I think there's a real good craft to that. And meanwhile, like today, it would probably be all CGI and whatever, that's fine, but there's just, I don't know, there's something to really admire about the puppetry craft that you'll see in this movie, and I think that's very charming. And probably best thing about this movie, and maybe the second best thing, is Angelica Houston, who's insane in this movie. She, like, this is like her great over the top performance in her career. Kind of like this crazy, I guess, German accent. She sounds like almost like Frau Verbissina from Austin Powers. It was like, we must get the kids. I don't even know. I can't even describe. You have to see it for yourself. But she is so good. She just chews the scenery in the best possible kind of way. So I loved her in the movie. It should come with a warning that, I mean, I saw this as a kid, and it spooked me. It really did, because, I don't know, there's just something very unnerving about the atmosphere that's set up in it. Especially, like, the scenes where, the kid is, like, ganged up on, and all these witches are laughing at him, and he's turning to the mouse. It's really, like, a despairing and scary scene. So I would say it's, like, definitely not for really young kids, maybe like 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, not like 5-year-olds, but whatever. It just has some scary moments. It's not like, the witches are fun and goofy like Hocus Pocus, even though they're the enemies. No, these witches are fucking evil, and they want to kill you, so, there's that. So yeah, The Witches. That's my review. I think it's a good movie. I think it's held up really well. I was watching it recently. Puppetry is great. Acting is really, really good and very interesting from Angelica Houston. So, yeah, check it out if you haven't. It's an old childhood favorite of mine, and I was glad I revisited it. So that's my review today. Be sure to comment, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. Visit Dare237.com. And until next time, I'll see you later.